Hello folks and welcome back to 4 Starry. Now today I might be getting a little mad. Now you might be wondering, that's weird, you don't really seem like the angry type of person. And you would be right, but today we'll be talking about something so wretched, so vile, so absolutely infuriating that I can't help but get just a little angry. That's right. Today we'll be talking about Teen Titans Go. Now before I get ahead of myself, I did want to take just a moment to say thank you for all the feedback and appreciation and all the love of the What Could Have Been video. Honestly, it's been such a mind-blowing experience to watch it grow and watch this channel grow and so quickly. I appreciate each and every one of you. You're all fantastic. I can't express my gratitude enough. Getting back to the video at hand, this all started about a few months ago when, upon Cartoon Network's YouTube channel, I saw that Teen Titans Go would be celebrating its 400th episode.
Oh, somebody kill me, please!
Which, I mean, that alone kinda just irked me. The fact that this show has been running on for so long that it has reached 400 episodes. There aren't a lot of shows out there that have reached 400 episodes, especially animated shows. So of course my first thought was, wow, I'm gonna throw up. And I did, on the inside at least. As a longtime fan of both DC and the original Teen Titans, one can easily understand why a lot of fans hate and don't like Teen Titans Go. But I have a very curious mindset, so I decided to watch the video. And wow. Not only is the entire teaser for the special a giant flex, it actively makes fun of the original DC animated shows. You know, the ones that walked so Teen Titans Go could trounce all over their legacy apparently. Several classics such as Static Shock, Justice League, and Unlimited are in the audience of this celebration, wherein the Titans gloat about being the longest running animated DC show. Now while that is very depressingly true, the humble brag they claim to be making comes off a lot more like a giant asshole when you consider how much they literally make them look and sound like assholes.
Oh, look at this one! Oh,
All the previous DC animated shows, counting all 3 Batman shows, all 3 Superman shows, Justice League, Superboy, Crypto, The Legion, Young Justice, and Green Lantern, all met some rather unfortunate and tragic ends or were cancelled due to WB interference. Meanwhile, Teen Titans Go began in 2013 with possibly the worst audience reception a DC show has ever received. Ever.
it sucks more than anything.
A reboot of the classic Teen Titans was never going to feel the same. We all knew that. But Teen Titans Go somehow manages to take the beautiful, well-thought-out characterizations of comic book characters we know and love and turn them into literal caricatures of themselves. These characters have maybe 2 to 3 key personality traits that make them different from each other. Meanwhile, whole arcs of development and chapters of the show were devoted to some characters in the original Teen Titans, such as Cyborg going and creating the new Titans, Starfire's continuous story developing with her and her sister and her original planet. Raven's entire story takes place over the entire course of the show. Beast Boy's origin story with the Doom Patrol is literally what kicks off one of the coolest arcs in the original show. And that is all without even mentioning Robin's character development and progression throughout the original story. Now, I know what some people will say, but Joe, Teen Titans Go is clearly made for a newer and younger audience than Teen Titans was. And while I do completely disagree with that, I am willing to accept that kids shows nowadays are definitely made a lot simpler. But if that were the case, why on earth did you choose these characters? The Teen Titans have been through some of the worst and most traumatic events in almost the entirety of the DC universe, and you chose to stick with them to be the role models for a kid show. Maybe not your brightest move, DC. If Warner Bros. Really wanted to create a new kid show to compete with the other kid shows going on right now on other networks, and they wanted to stick within the DC universe, there are numerous other characters you could have chosen that could fit better for this role. And if not, you own the IPs. You can create new characters that are more fitting for this generation.
Remember, with great power comes great responsibility.
Rather than using the characters that the older generation was already introduced to. Teen Titans took on the responsibility of teaching and educating a whole generation in so many important and valuable lessons. Those characters had serious depth to them, true relatability, and individualism that actually set them apart from one another. These characters rely on the same 5 jokes in order to appease an audience of 10-year-olds. No offense to any 10-year-olds out there. The only solace this teaser to the 400th episode provides is at the end, when Superman gets so fed up with the Titans needlessly gloating that he bans them with the Phantom Zone projector to the Claymation universe. I don't think I need to even talk about how stupid that whole sentence is.
It's so dumb.
It's so dumb, it's brilliant.
No! It's just dumb.
Of all the iterations of these characters that have existed, Teen Titans Go somehow manages to screw them up the most. Robin, the strong, closed-off, independent but caring leader who, while can enjoy a joke, understands what it means to be a hero, is turned into a selfish, arrogant little prick who can't admit when he's wrong, and who really, really, really likes his own butt a little too much. Cyborg, the often reluctant hero that has had to make the most out of a life that was kinda taken from him, who not only suffers from being a cyborg but also a minority, is turned into a supporting gag for Beast Boy and to make robot jokes. Raven is one of the most emotionally complex of the Titans, in my opinion, but is essentially just turned into the show's resident goth girl and reused for a gag over her legs, which is just weird. It's so weird. It's so weird. Now, Starfire might be the only character anywhere close to her original 2003 counterpart, but even she is stripped of all her depth and complexity and growth, only to be replaced with just, "Hi, I'm cutesy aggressive" personality. Beast Boy, my poor boy, the butchering of his character to "I like food, I make jokes, I like animals, and I like girls" is almost too painful to watch sometimes. Now, I of course say all of this with the clear understanding that Teen Titans Go was never meant to be a sophisticated show that had plenty of story and depth to it, plenty of progression, and actual lessons that people can learn. It's a show meant to numb the brains of parents' 7-year-olds while they drink their own suffering away. But WB could have at least chosen better characters, or just made whole new original characters for this kind of show. But instead they wanted to appeal to the older audience that was used to these characters and wanted to see these characters in more media, even though they knew that that audience would not be receiving this kind of show anywhere near the same or even in a positive light. They knew that going in, 100%, I'm sure of it. At the end of the day, we all know we're never getting back what we lost. But this celebration of the 400th episode, this was just salt in a wound that I could not ignore. Don't forget to like and subscribe. The next video will be a much longer one, I promise. Thanks for watching. You guys are fantastic.